another video. In today's video I have for you guys a little tattoo aftercare. Mind you, if you're hearing noise in the background, we have work going on in the house down by Dean mom and them. So if you're hearing any noise, that's downstairs. I'm sorry about that, but got some work going on there. A little disclaimer: do your own research, please. I mean, looking at videos like this as well as looking at others and doing your own research on Google, wherever, talking to a friend is always great. Do your research and make sure and consult with your tattoo artist and have a discussion about aftercare and all of that. Everyone aftercare is different. Everyone aftercare is different. Mine's may be different from yours if you have tattoos. Everyone have a different process to their aftercare, and that's okay to have your own way, as long as it's a very clean way and a safe way. Throwing that out there. When you first get your tattoo done, a lot of tattoo artists usually cover up the area with either the ointment and plastic wrap. However, for me, he didn't have to do that. I didn't have to cover up my back or my behind my ankle where I got my second tattoo. Cover it up just to prevent any dust or particles from going into the tattoo because it's freshly inked. But if you are traveling or you're going a very far distance, obviously you want to make sure that your tattoo artists do cover up your tattoo. Another thing, when you do your cover up with the plastic wrap or the bandage, as soon as you reach home, you need to remove that, because you need your tattoo to breathe and get fresh air as well. So you need to remove the bandage as soon as you can. So the second point is, after you get your tattoo, well, my tattoo artist made sure and tell me do not get my tattoo wet. So I had to avoid my back one as much as possible, but my foot one, that one, been getting wet since the day I got it done. But he did tell me try and not get it wet, because remember, your pores are open. Just injected all this other ink in it. You know, a lot of people, even when I researched, they said to wash your tattoo twice a day with some antibacterial soap and water. However, my tattoo artist said don't do that, like a week. So I think that's just something that you'll have to talk to your tattoo artist and see if you can wash the area. But I washed it once, and that's when I went to Granville and I came back and I just needed a good shower, so I washed the whole thing. But I try not to stay long in the water. So yeah, again, there are different methods of taking care of your tattoos. Again, you want to make sure and consult with your tattoo artist before that. These are what, you know, apply to me, and this is what I've been following, and it's been working great so far. It's been a week since I got it done. Haven't wet the area except for that one time when I went Granville. Yeah, so after the area is washed, you want to make sure and use paper towels. Paper towels are your best friend. They are going to be your best friend, so make sure and stock up on paper towels, because you're going to use this. I'll just wait here. Because you're going to use this to pat your tattoo dry. Right after you shower, you're gonna pat your tattoo dry. You're not gonna use the towel that you wipe your whole body with. No ma'am. Clean paper towels, clean hands. Take the paper towel, pat your tattoo. You wanna rub your tattoo like this. Don't do that. You can spread the ink very easily, so you want to make sure and pat the tattoo like that. After you pat your tattoo dry, again, go in with your ointment. This was the one that was recommended by my tattoo artist, Tattoo Goo. This was the ointment that was recommended to me. However, you don't have to use that. You can use Vaseline, or you can go to the pharmacy and get an ointment to rub on it. But again, consult your tattoo artist. They know best on what to recommend you. Important to keep your tattoo clean at all times, and also moisturize your tattoo. Keep your tattoo hydrated. I usually moisturize mine like 3 times a day, and I'll throw in a little clip and show you guys how I do. So I had to put on like a little bath suit to show you guys how I apply this ointment. Obviously I need to cover the front because it's too much for YouTube. So clean hands. I'm gonna take some about that. I'm not gonna apply too much because I already applied before, so So at first Dan used to rub it for me, well, when I now got it done, but obviously he have to go to work, so I had to learn how to do it on my own. Been doing it on my own since in the mirror, so it's a lot easier. The other tip is you don't want to over moisturize the area. So I do mine 3 times a day, sometimes 2 times a day. If I find the area is looking moist enough, I don't bother to go in with another layer of the tattoo glue. You don't want to over moisturize the area. I don't want to under moisturize it, but you don't want to over moisturize it. You have to like meet in the, you know, in the middle. I only want to make sure and keep always moisturizing the area after you get your tattoo done. Even after 2 to 4 weeks, still moisturize the area, you know. Brings me to the next point. Try not to wear tight fitting clothes, and this also plays a role into tattoo placement. So it all depends on where your tattoo is located. So my tattoo is on my back, so I try to wear loose clothes, no bra, because obviously you can't, remember the area is still tender, so I can't wear no bra, and obviously I don't want to, you know, I don't want to damage your tattoo. Again, it all depends on the placement of your tattoo, where you would know in terms of your placement what you can wear or cannot. Moving on to the other point, you need to avoid swimming, beaches, soaking, and tubs. Anything with water related, you really want to avoid that for like 2 weeks, because your tattoo, when you now get your tattoo done, the first 2 weeks is the most vulnerable stages, and that will determine how your tattoo looks in the future. So avoid swimming, avoid soaking in hot tubs, avoid long showers. The main thing here is avoid hot water. Do not bathe with hot water. Not only would it hurt your tattoo, it will also fade the ink. Try not to bathe with hot water. Always want to make sure and bathe with cold water. Cold water really helps to like secure that ink and close your pores, all of that. So cold water is really good. Moving on to my next point, your tattoo starts to like scab and starts to develop like a hard layer over the design. It's totally fine, it's totally normal. That happened with mine. It started to scab, which is normal. The one on my ankle, as you can see, it's kind of peeling. So I'm just gonna wipe the area. So you've seen there's like a little scabbing going on right around there. It's important not to pick at it. Now some of my ointments. And just massage the area. Definitely have some scabbing right here. You can feel it. So that's one. Time to go on the other one. The main thing is you do not want to. The main thing is you do not want to pick at your tattoo. You want to peel off the scabs, because that will affect your tattoo. Leave it to fall off on its own, and just by hydrating it, it will eventually fall off. Because if you do decide to peel it off or take off the scabs, you can risk yourself of getting an infection doing that and infecting your tattoo, which is going to cost you an next set of money to go and see about. So in order not to get an infection, don't do that. Also, your tattoo will start to itch like a bitch, and I experienced the itching the third day. I experienced that itching, and boy, I tell you, that itching was a mother trucker. That itch. Oh my gosh, that's a mouthful. That itch. that itch. I bet you can't say that fast. That itch. That itch so bad. Oh my gosh, like it don't really itch now. Like when it like out of the blues, I'll get itch here and there, but the third day after getting it done, it started to itch, And I was like, dear God, what did I do? Tell me, what did I do to myself? What did I get myself into? Because I can't handle it. I wear a lot of loose clothes, so when it starts to itch, I just like shake it. So the t-shirts kind of hit the area, obviously not too hard, and obviously don't want to do this for too long because I don't think this is something I should have been doing. But you know, it felt good. So yeah, that really helped with the itching. When you get your tattoo done, it's going to look the best. It's gonna look like $1,000,000. It's gonna look bright, shiny, beautiful. However, that's not how your tattoo gonna look for the rest of the time while it's healing. The time you get your tattoo is the best it's going to look. The best, because you now got it done. It's shiny, it's bright, it's beautiful. But as time goes by, your tattoo starts to fade, and that's when you need these aftercare instructions to help you to maintain the way your tattoo would look, right? To maintain how you want your tattoo to look. The tattoo will fade over a period of time, and that's just normal. However, you can wear sunscreen, but you know, if you're going out in the sun, make sure and wear your sunscreen. Your tattoo is exposed, make sure and wear sunscreen SPF 45 or higher. Then that is great, because if your tattoo is exposed to sun, obviously it will fade, and if you're in the sun all the time, well, it's only obvious. So definitely wear a sunscreen SPF 45 or higher. Moving on to these last 2 points that I have, and these 2 points are very important, so please pay attention to this. Have any skin conditions such as psoriasis, eczema, dermatitis, whatever skin condition that you have on your skin, you may want to consult your dermatologist before going ahead and getting tattooed. Consult with your dermatologist just to make sure that it's safe, that you can be tattooed, that the ink would not give you a bad reaction. Please talk to your dermatologist if you have any type of skin condition, skin disease that you're concerned about, especially if you have psoriasis and eczema. I mean, there are other skin conditions as well, but whatever skin condition you have on the skin, it's important to speak to your dermatologist about that before getting ink. Next point is choose an area. Choose an area that is free of moles. Covering up a mole can be harder to diagnose or see if there's any changes in the mole maybe later on, so you want to make sure and choose an area that is free of moles as much as possible if you can. Sometimes moles can be cancerous, so it's really important not to cover up these moles, because I mean, obviously you want to monitor a mole to see if it's growing in size, if it's hurting, pus, and all of that. So covering it up with a tattoo, and then you have a problem like that, will be harder for your doctor to find the mole. So yeah, and then if they have to remove the mole because it's cancerous, they'll have to then cut into your tattoo and all of that, and then you would not like that. Choose an area that is free of moles, please. Thank you guys, that's about it. Hope that you guys enjoy. If you have any other questions, feel free to message me in the comments, or you can either private message me on Instagram, and I'll be happy to answer your questions. Again, consult with your tattoo artist for aftercare tips, because everyone have different aftercare tips. So yeah, and that's normal and that's fine. So yeah, what may work for me may not work for you, but I mean, consult with your tattoo artist. So yeah guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.